All right, everybody. Welcome to Days of the Dead, Men Behind the Mask. If you guys have any questions, just raise your hand and you guys can shout them out and ask the guys. But first of all, I want to know, when you guys put on your masks, your costumes for the first time, how does it make you feel?
It was stuffy.
Yes, it's hot. Yes, it's annoying, but I think we all love it, so it makes up for it.
He's talking about the character mask in the movie, not your personal time.
I don't know what to say. I'm gonna pass the mic now.
I'll just go by when I put on the Predator's mask for the first time. Okay, and all I thought about was, I looked in the mirror and it was like, I just said I was wearing the Predator costume and I looked in the mirror, didn't I? That was kind of weird. But I looked and I was like, I am the badass of the galaxy. That's what I thought. That's what I went through my mind. And then I went, Derek, bring it on.
Well, that'd be you next.
Whoa, what just happened?
It's not long enough.
This is stupid, I'm leaving.
This is why you were supposed to be over there.
It's uncomfortable. So what happened was...
Take that, Facebook. No, when I which one do I want Predator or Jason? I don't know. I've done a lot. I think I'm an asshole, a douche. Guys, seriously, which one? There's so many. Let's do Jason. Everyone likes that character. No, the first time I put it on, it was so crazy. I was over at Scott Stoddard. Feedback. I was over at. My tough guy image is freaking ruined after this. This is done. No more calls. Anyways, no, the first time I put it on was over at Scott Stoddard's workshop where he was developing the masks and all the prosthetics. And it smells like farts? Yeah. Best panel ever. But no, so I put the mask on there for the first time. He had like a little crazy like steel case. Had like 5 of the masks and he brought it forward. He goes, hey, well, we should probably try this on. And there's a bunch of workers there who are working on like severed heads and chopped off arms and whatnot and blood pools. And everyone kind of stopped and I kind of got this like really tingly feeling of, it's almost like I'm a nerd myself. When you first watch Star Wars and the first entrance, that first orchestral sting goes like, bah, and the scrolling starts to happen, you get that tingle like, oh shit, like THX, amazing. So that's what started happening with me, like, bah. Everyone stopped what they were doing, they're watching me, and I put it on, and I'm like, kind of looking around, it was quiet, and all of a sudden it was like that crappy 80s movie with the slow clap. It was like, yeah, all right, and everyone started clapping, it was fun. So I decided to do the character back in the 1940s. That's it, shut up.
This is really awkward.
I mean, how do I compete with these guys who have wore so many suits and costumes? You know, I mean, I was just like Michael Myers, but
Just.
you know. No, the funny thing is, when Wayne Toth designed the mask, we went over and did a fitting at his studio, and Rob was there, and I was like, oh, that's real cool, oh man. Rob goes, just shut up and put it on. Let's see if it fits, okay? Okay. And I mean, it was really exciting to put it on because I knew what was going to come, and I knew the kills that we were going to do, and it was bringing an iconic character to life, and I was very excited about that. And you want to talk some more?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'll give it back to the MC.
There you go.
Me and him actually talked about this yesterday, and we kind of got annoyed when someone said competition because we're all friends. And if I didn't get a role, I would want any of these guys to get it, and that's the same way they feel about it. And I don't know.
Really, we do?
Fuck you.
Okay, I gotta change my attitude.
I was just patronizing you, Nick. I really didn't mean that. I love you, man. I'm done.
Nick answered it. That was Nick. Nick answered. That was it. Anybody have any questions here? You there?
I was talking to Ken Torrey and for college here. He said that when y'all did the shower, I'm sorry.
We did not do a shower scene. You see, you got to get the whole story, okay?
Sorry. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You got to get the whole story, you know? Ken was on the bathroom stall, and I was in front there, and I had the slippers on, right? And the floor was slippery, and so he came at me and started, you know, pushing me, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. And I called to, I think you were there.
Yeah.
Nick was there. I said, I need some stickum for these shoes so I can get some traction here. Put the stickum on, and then I said, okay, you wanna destroy a bathroom? Let's destroy a bathroom. I think I can do that. I've done it once or twice in my life. And we just smashed the shit out of the stall. And Rob came in and goes, wow, that was a real cool breakaway bathroom.
No.
And they look at Rob and go, that was the real one.
Yeah.
They broke the bathroom. We broke the toilet. We broke
No, it was
the wall, the dividing thing, the mirror.
That's all it was crap.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was the repeated scenes where he's trying to get the knife out of here and just fucking slamming it.
Well, and
we were sitting there like.
I wanted it to look brutal, so I mean, I put my hand around his wrist so that I would take most of it, and I'm gonna get some aggression out here. And I just started ramming my fist against the wall, and everything started breaking. I was like, oh, this is cool, let's do this about 10 more times. It looked pretty good, made the movie.
Like 5 takes.
You know, it's a lot of fun if you like people who don't know who you are or what you're talking about. Sounds fantastic. It's a totally different story about what's going on with you and a man in the bathroom. And we needed something sticky, you know. So I grabbed him. I was ramming him over and over. It's crazy. We broke a lot of things. I mean, I did it like 10 times, but you know, I had to. Oh shit! I'm so red. That was really funny.
I just got a bad visual. But the funny thing that I do remember about that is he was covered in blood, right? And we were getting ready to go for lunch. And so after that I said, everybody just leave him. We shut the lights out, we walked away, and then of course Wayne Toth had to go and pull him out of the sticky blood while everybody was eating. It was kind of funny.
That's awesome.
What would be your favorite death scene of your own character in any of your movies?
I only died once.
So that's your favorite?
Yeah. I don't know. If you saw the end of the first Lady Rest where I died, that was fucking miserable because there was a big fake head and a lady hitting it with a bat and my head was underneath it and there was just garbage bags over. There was just fake blood just pouring down and pouring down and pouring down and my nose was closed off and I was choking on all the blood and they're like, great job, and I'm and then I don't know, like I freaked out and ripped the thing off because I didn't hear him yell cut and they were like, that was awesome. I'm like, great, I almost died, fuck you. Camera was rolling though, right? Awesome. My last testament and will in a straight to DVD horror movie, fuck you. You know, but I don't know, next.
Favorite
Death scene of your own character.
that would have to be the Mr. Wink character from Hellboy 2. When they got ready to kill that character, because it became kind of endearing, the character, they weren't sure if they were going to make him a good guy and a bad guy, if he was going to switch over it and be a good guy at the end of the movie. And when they finally decided to kill him in the big grinding wheel, people started wearing name tags the day that he was supposed to die that said "Save Wink." You know, and it was just, I was like, oh, it was just like, you know, it's probably opposite what you guys are really going for here, because there wasn't a lot of blood and guts, but it was supposed to die in the movie, and people kind of switched gears and were kind of like thinking that, how can we make it live? And I just thought that was pretty cool. That was so boring, wasn't it?
Make him a new ending. Live.
Okay, my favorite scene is in Predators where I cut off Derek's head.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to pick. I've had my head cut off in movies. I've been shot, stabbed. I'd have to say the decapitation was kind of cool. In How to Make a Monster.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's probably ever seen that movie, right? One person, hey, 2 people. Parkour. There we go. 3 people. Yay, boy. I'm glad, huh?
Oh, that's funny. No, I think mine's cliche. It's probably from the Jason like drowning scene at the end when they had that slow shot and I float to the bottom of the lake, which is insane. I learned that day that I had like prosthetics on where I can't close my mouth all the way, so my jaw's kind of tweaked with the makeup. And I learned that day that when you take water in your mouth, that you have to be able to put your lips together to get rid of that water. I learned kind of the hard way when they bring you up, you can't breathe, so that kind of sucked. And also I learned that if you have like clothes on that are heavy and prosthetics that fill with water, when you're closing your eyes, you sink 20 feet pretty fast and you can't swim up yourself and you have to have your diver safety team come in and take you up. It's a lot of trust and a lot of fun. Good times. That's your safety team. Thank you, driver safety team, if you watch this on YouTube from people's cameras. Thank you.